Okay, all right, folks. We're back to working on this Jeep, and I'm going to tell you what. It's hot outside, and it's only going to get hotter because it's just noon. It's supposed to be 107 here in the Piney Woods, East Texas. But we're going to try to take the heads off this today. Continue on with this repair if I can take the heat. I just don't know for sure. I'm going to take this fuel rail off. So I got to get the tool to unfasten this connection. I'm hoping that the missing device is not the one I need. But first thing you do is you got to pluck this clip off. And it's easy. It just flops right off there. You can probably do it with your fingers, but I got this tool, so I used it. Now, you got to place the tool inside here. So, I'm going to try this smallest one that I have. There we go. So, pull this back away from the tool, the fuel rail, and pop this up in here. There you go, like so. Now, what you want to do is pull them back together and mash this in there so it gets behind the little spring, and it should just pop right off. Come on, come on. I think it is loose. Now, push it back together. Pull the tool back up into it. Alright, now, get it close up in there. And then pull it apart. That didn't work. Maybe I do need the next size smaller. Hold on a second. I may have a different set. Maybe I have it. I have to go back to the old location to get the tool. I don't have it here. I might fight that. I'm gonna fight this wrong one for a few minutes and just see. But you know what? I think I saw one in here the other day. Maybe not. I think not. I found these tools. Maybe it'll work. Maybe this end, this small one here. Let's jab it in there and find out. Oh my. Hold on. I think I'm gonna pull it apart a little bit. Make room for this to slide up in here. But I don't think that's gonna go. What the heck? Sorry about the camera position. It didn't work out, did it? Let's try this red tool. Come on, get in there. Oh, come on. This is, oh, there it slides in there. It slides. Getting the fuel rail out of the way just kind of helps, you know. Won't need these anymore. It goes together without a tool. All right, now, what we want to do next is get closer to, we're pulling the heads. We need to remove this. So I'm going to see if a big crescent wrench will fit it. Yep, it comes loose. God, that makes no sense. We got to get this off because there's a bolt behind there that you have to access for the Allen chain tensioner. Boy, that is something else. Jesus. Not fun. But here goes. Ugh. It's got some kind of sealer on it. Boy, that is something else. "100 degrees, man. I'm dripping sweat already." You have to go inside, cool off. This could take a couple of hours. Good grief. Take one more turn. Yeah, now it's easy. All right, cut that out. See, there's a bolt up in there. Get access through the hole. Now we got one bolt loose or out, and we're going to take the bottom one out. But listen, as you do this, be careful, because there's a metal plate behind here that you can easily drop and lose. So put your finger under the tensioner, kind of round it behind it, and try to catch that plate. Because if you drop it, it's going to fall into the, there it is. Nope, maybe it's still stuck on there. Well, let's put this up here in a safe place and kind of feel around for that plate. Could be stuck to the block, or in this case, maybe there's not one. Nope, there's not one on this side. Now you see the tensioner guide is loose now, and so is the chain, which will make this camshaft be out of tension. We need to pull the bolt out here now of the camshaft. And I'm just going to use my impact. There it goes. Sometimes these things are tight, but in this case, it was very loose. And we need to get the pulley off. I'm not pulley, but I'm in gear. So, I need to get it off of there. Let's see if we can do that. You get a little pry bar or something. Okay, I got a little pry bar. Very little. Let's see if we can pry this off. Don't need to damage the little reluctor wheel. That would be good. And it feels like there's a little tension on the upper one. So I'm gonna turn the crank a little bit. Can't seem to find my socket to turn the crank, or the tool I'm wanting to use. So I'm going to take that bolt out of the upper guide, and that should get it nice and loose. I'm going to take that upper bolt out of the top guide, and that should loosen up the chain. It appears the guide is still kind of stuck and tight, so we're going to go in here and loosen or remove that one. That's what we removed the big nut for earlier, to gain access to the top bolt on the guide. And the bolt is out, as you can see, and the top guide has still got a lot of tension on it. So we're going to go in here and remove that, if I can find the right Allen head or Torx bit, whatever. This is a T40 Torx bit, and here we go. As you see, it goes down in there. All right, we got it loose. Okay, kind of got to fish this out of here. It's not particularly easy. Whoa, go down. Hope I don't lose a bolt. Now I got to get this out of here. May have to remove that tensioner also. One for the primary gear, primary chain. So let's see if we can fish this out of here. It'd be better if I could fish it out the top, but the bolt is kind of in the way. Let's see what I can do. I gotta let go. Okay, here it comes. Had to get that bolt out of there. Boy, howdy. That is hanging up on the body. Man, let's get this off of here. Let's give him a few taps. Man. That should just flop right off of there. There it goes. Now I can get it out of here. And I'll lay him up there in the engine. And now I got this loose, see? Well, I don't want to let go of that chain. I ain't worried about the timing, I just don't want to let go of it. There you go. I got the gear out. So I just hang the chain back onto the camshaft and just let it ride right there for a little bit till I start getting these head bolts out. But before I take the head bolt out, I guess I'll go down in here, and you can see way down here, maybe, maybe not, there's a exhaust pipe with a band clamp on it. Not band clamp, but yeah, a flange type band clamp. And I got to get under it to take that off. Or I can take the manifold off the head, which won't be any easier. I just don't know. Maybe for right now, I'll take a little cool down break and return to this in a few minutes because I'm beginning to get sweaty again. It's still 100 degrees out. Well, more like 105. All right, let's get back to this. As you see, we got the chain loose, and now we need to finish removing the head. So we'll get this out of the way. We got to pull these 4 bolts out. You can't see all 4. 1, 2, and then inside this cavity here, there's one down there. One down there. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of the bigger head bolts. Yeah, not too bad. But wait, first we need to take care of this exhaust, as I mentioned earlier. So I've decided I'm just going to take the manifold loose from the head, and because that clamp is just a little bit more than I want to deal with today. So what we got here is on these studs, there's a 10mm nut. So there's 1, 2 back here, 1, 2 up here in the front, and this cover comes off. So let's get the 10mm after that. Now what I need to see, I don't think I'm going to be able to see if that bolt is spinning as I loosen the nut. And is it or not? I don't think it can, because it's bolted in pretty good. That's good news. We continue to loosen all these nuts from these studs, and then pull the heat shield off. Okay, got all 4 of these nuts off these studs, so this heat shield can come off now. A bit greasy in there. It's a sign of a leaky valve cover gasket, and it does show evidence of that. So we'll put this in the back of the car. Now we'll look at this, and we'll see we have these bolts to remove. There'll be 1, 2. Those will be with studs. These are just simple bolts, and 2 more with studs. So let's get this these removed. They're also a 10mm. So here we go. All right, I got all 6 of those bolts out. The manifold is held on by the tailpipe now, and as soon as I get the head bolts out, well, I'll have to unplug that sensor and unbolt the ground strap. It's in the back. I may just unbolt it over there. I don't know, but that's what I got to do next, is unbolt these head bolts, and we'll be done with this. Well, we'll be done getting the head off. Okay, I have all the bolts loose. All I have to do is remove that sensor and remove the ground wire, and the head can come off, but I'm going to go ahead and see if I can break it loose. They're often stuck pretty good. Let's see how this one is. Oh no, that one's coming off easy. I might have a bad head gasket then. Alright, it's going to take 2 hands to lift this out of here. Okay, the right hand cylinder head is off, and we're looking at the sealing surfaces here. That's just a little oil that spilled out. We're looking at places like this that might be burned through. I don't see anything serious over here. Oh, I do see a messed up piston though. Oh yeah. Now I have to decide if I am willing. There's its blow by, and a bunch of it. Well, I could be wrong. I might not be looking at that right. Maybe I am. I'll clean it up later and check it out more thoroughly. Here's the head gasket itself. It's a little, looks like a little bit of blow through. A little bit. And this sealing surface is not real great. I don't know. Well, it's too hot to work anymore today. So the next clip you'll see is pulling the left cylinder head. Maybe the temperature will cool down a little bit. What is it right now? What is the temperature at this moment? No, it cannot be that hot. No way. It is on a gauge because it's in the direct sunlight, but it's not that hot. All right. Next, like I say, we'll pull this head. Popping through the throttle body is an indication of a stuck valve, a bent valve, a burned valve, a loose valve seat, something along those lines. I haven't seen it yet. So we'll have to keep working on it. All right. All right. After several weeks of thinking about it, and part of what slowed me down is sorting out whether or not it's going to be worth doing, because you see right there, it's got a converter missing. Well, it's missing because it got stolen, and I put that pipe on it. Now, it's also got converters in the front, and my daughter's car, and I was wondering how in the world did they get it inspected, a visual inspection with no converters, but it has converters. So that's how. So this thing can be repaired, and probably pass inspection. So I'm going to go ahead and take this other head off now. I debated on it for a little while. Now on the right hand head, I removed the bolts holding the exhaust manifold from the head, so it's still in there. This side, I think it's going to be to my advantage to go ahead and just take this tailpipe loose and disconnect it at that band clamp, because I don't want to get under here and do these bolts. They're kind of hard to get to on this side. And looking over here, when I put it back together, I may very well go ahead and take the band clamp off of there and reinstall it. I'm just not sure. I'll know when I get there. And I wanted to see where this oil leak's at. And that's kind of hard to tell. It's probably from a valve cover, I would bet. So anyway, I'm going to remove that clamp. It's like a V-band type clamp, and it takes like a 10 millimeter. So I'm going to get that socket set out and remove this clamp. You know, I'm hoping it's a 10 millimeter and not an 8. Looks like it's a 10. I got these crazy looking sockets here, pass-throughs. They're pretty good for what you use them for. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to use it in this spot or not. That one oxygen sensor is kind of in the way. It does have an extension. So here we go. Oh, the battery's disconnected. Not sure. I had to short out against that. Starter. Oh, come on. There we go. Yeah, it's going to loosen. Alright, we'll go ahead and take this clamp off here and get back with you. Oh my. Got dirt in my eye. It turns easy. Yeah, turns real easy by hand. Which is very fortunate for me. Now, I think you can get it to a certain spot and you don't have to take it apart no more. Yeah, there it is. See that? There's a T-bolt. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it at? There it is. You turn the T-bolt and the clamp is no longer clamping. Just gotta knock it loose. Man, I got that dirt in my eye. Gotta stop. Alright. Got a couple of tools down here. Got a couple of tools down here to help me knock that clamp loose from the pipe. We'll first try this little tiny pry bar. Just gotta pop it loose from the pipe. Let's see if we get it in here. Not from there. I don't like that. How about in here? Man, you want to just pop right off of there. We'll try this. Jam it up in here. Jam it up in here. And put it on here and just kind of pop it. Man, on there. Get a grip on it. Why in the world is it hanging on so tight? Wow, it's really snagged on there pretty good. That's weird. It ought to just pop right off. I don't understand it. They always happen. Oh, there it goes. It's breaking loose. More dirt in the face. There we go. Put it off of there. Get up in here. Pry that off there. Yep. See if I can get it in one more slot. Might come off. Tell you what, it ought to be easier than this. Ought to be, but it ain't. Let me get this extension back up in there and whack on it again. Ladies and gentlemen, I didn't think I'd ever get that out of there, but it's off. And now I can go up top and remove the head. We hope that it don't take a long time, because this took long enough, and it shouldn't have. That band clamp should have been a lot, not band clamp, but the band clamp should have been a lot easier to remove than that. Right, let's go see if we can get the head off quickly. Well, just like on that side, we're going to remove these 10 millimeters. Yeah, there's probably a correct procedure to remove these, but I'm just zipping them off. I don't give a shit too much about the procedure. About that. Oops. Dropped it. Alright. Where did that bolt go? Down in there. Somewhere. Yeah, there it is. Get that bolt. That bolt. Get that bolt. And reach in here and get this bolt. Right, that's all of those 10mm headed bolts. Now we need to move these 15s out of here. Right, there's one right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6 of them, I think. 6, yeah. Pretty sure. Alright, it's 15s. Okay, I've removed all the bolts. Let's see if I can pry this puppy off of here. There might be a couple of connections I need to, oh look, comes right off. Nice. I'll probably have a, yeah, well, I have to remove, I have to remove this ground wire from the back. And I should have the head off. So let me ease it out of there. It'll take 2 hands, so. Alright. Quick zip of the zip gun. That bolt and that ground wire is off of there. And the head is loose and ready to be put on the ground. I'm going to now take the exhaust manifold off of it. And I believe those are 10s. They are. Alright. Now, those may be a 10. No, I think they're 13s. No, they're 10s. Well, these inside ones are. Maybe the outside ones too. I don't recall exactly. It might be 13s. No, they're 10s. And, oh, that was already loose. Alright, the head is stripped. Well, wow. Can't hold it well enough. I need to pull the plugs and take it to my machine shop buddy and let him fix them up. I don't see anything wrong with them, except for maybe valve stem seals. Alright, that's it for the day. Got this engine stripped down to the block. And we'll do more on a later date. Oh, the bores feel pretty good. I like it. Alright, thank you very much for watching. And I guess on the next episode of this Jeep, there may be more episodes of something else between now and then. On the next episode of the Jeep, we'll be putting the heads back on it. Thank you for watching.